gone and done it. Yes, sirree, Bob. Nancy nagged at me until I bought an automobile. It come one day last week, and Nancy hadn't been tickled over anything since her crazy quilt took the prize at the county fair, as she was over that joy wagon. Well, sir, I felt it in my bones I'd make a fool of myself, or soon would. So next day I filled it full of gasoline and got all ready to take Nancy, Jim Lawson, and Ezra Hoskins out for a ride. I got out the book of rules, and the more I read it, the less I knew about the innards of that darn machine. Jim said I had to turn the crank to shoot it off. I turned that crank until my eyes stuck out, but it wouldn't budge. Nancy said the bobbin was wound too tight, or else the shuttle was threaded wrong. By that time, all Pumpkin Center was there and giving advice. Like Willie said I ought to talk kindly to it, and offered some oath. Hank Weaver said I ought to leave it around for a spell until it got to know me, and Cy Pittengill said maybe I hadn't watered it yet, and Deacon Witherspoon wanted to offer prayer. Well, sir, I grabbed hold of that crank again, and it flew back and hit me on the shins, and I shot right down in the yard to think it over. And Nancy said the language I used was just shameful. Just then Jim Lawson said, "Don't this plug go in somewhere?" Well, sir, we found where it went, and I turned that crank again, and that machine began to rear and snort. It ran over Hank Weaver's dog, tore a hole through Willet's picket fence, knocked over Cy Pittengill's beehives, and kept right on a-going. Well, sir, I worked every lever that machine had, and every one made it go faster. Nancy was a-screaming, Ezra Hoskins was a-praying, and it wouldn't be right to tell what Jim Lawson was doing, but Nancy said it sounded like he was talking to the Lord. And just then we went through Ab Whittaker's wheat field and got it on fire, and I managed to steer it onto the turnpike road, but that didn't have matters any, 'cause it only hit the road once in a while. It tore down the toll gate, ripped down one side of the covered bridge, and then started off through James Fisher's pasture and killed 4 sheep and a calf, and then run into a haystack and blowed up. All I've got to show for that joyride is a broken leg, some rubber tires, 6 lawsuits, and a mortgage on the farm. Nancy said if we ever owned another one, we will have a regular ship in the act for running. I ain't saying much, but I've got a lingering suspicion that all my joyriding will be done in the old buckboard wagon. Oh,